thinking for sure this cute little truck. And then I need two more, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do, I think maybe crazy little thing called Love, and maybe Love is in the air. I don't know. Maybe just do those three. Yeah, I think I might do those. Just those three. And I may use this cute little, you see this? I don't know if you remember this project I did in December. I had an old glass canister, and I decided to make it into a coffee pod, and I used this transfer. But I might just use just the coffee cup from this. Not the word coffee, but just that cute little heart coffee mug on one or more of these. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just kind of spitballing today because anything just to get in here and in my happy place. All right, so what I'm going to do, as you can see, they're all different. They're all big, which I like a bigger mug. They're all big. They are all already, these are already prepared. And I've used these several times, and these work fantastic. Any of the supplies I'm using tonight, just send me a message, and I'll be glad to share with you where you can find them. Because these are not available on my website. These are available I got these at 3 different stores. So I'm pretty sure I got that one at a different store too. But yeah, 3 different stores. So I'd be happy to share that information with you if you're interested. What I do to prepare these before I put my transfers on them is I just take like a little alcohol prep pad, alcohol swab, and I just wipe them down. And the reason I do that is just to make sure that I don't have any oils on there, because they've been probably handled at the store, and then I've handled them. So I just like to make sure that I'm working with a nice clean surface that's not got any finger oils on it or anything like that. Obviously, after I get done, I'm gonna ink them, and then I'm gonna let them dry. You let them dry. I usually try to let them dry about 24 hours. And then I will heat set them in the oven, and they'll be permanent, and I'll be able to wash them. They can go in the dishwasher. I usually wash mine by hand just because I'm picky that way. But I will wash them, obviously, before I use them the first time. But that's all I do, as you can see. And then that dries really quick, too, and you know that you're in good shape. And if you're hopping on, I would love it if you would say hi. Hit that heart button. Say hi to me. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to hear it. And it's definitely more fun for me to craft with friends like this. So if I ask a question, feel free to give me some feedback, because right now I'm kind of brain dead. I'm working on about 5 hours of sleep a night for probably over a week, maybe more. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I'm thinking this. I love this guy, and I'm thinking this one and this one, just for generic mugs, because my husband will probably use these mugs too. Who knows? He grabs whatever mug he wants. So I don't think he really pays attention to it or cares whether or not they have anything on them. So anyway, all right, let's get this. Let's cut these out. So I'm just using my little transfer trimmers. As you can see, these are silk screen transfers, you guys. This is not a stencil, it's a silk screen transfer. The white area you see is the where the design's going to come through on my surface, which in this case is coffee mugs. And coffee mugs are one of my favorite things to make and share and buy, etc. If you've been around here any length of time, you've probably already picked up on that. And I'm just going to save the rest of these because I'm planning on doing some kind of cute banner probably with these. So I'm just going to set those aside. And now remember, these are reusable. We're going to ink with them, and then I'll clean them in the sink when I'm done, and then let them dry and put them back on their backer sheets. I usually mark the front and back. Oh, I guess I need to cut that one more time. I usually mark the front and back of my transfer on my backer sheets just to make sure. Obviously, all the backer sheets are the same size, so I want to make sure I get it on the right one because, I've probably cut them each differently. And some people just write back on the back of it. You do what you want to do. I'm going to write here. I'm going to write something that tells me exactly what this is. Again, if you're hopping on, I'd love you to hit that heart button. Feel free to sprinkle it too. If you have any friends that you think would be interested in watching any kind of videos that are craft related, I would love it if you would sprinkle my video. And that just means share it. S-H-A-R-E, tag a friend. Thank you for that heart, whoever just did it. Hopefully I'll see it. I have a hard time. Hi, darling. My girl's on. My girl doesn't usually watch me. I think her friend coerced her into it. Hello, Miss Kara. Miss you. Long time, girl. Okay, so I am, like I said, these are all prepped. I just put a little alcohol on them to clean them. They're all nice and clean. Now I'm just going to need help figuring out which mug to put which on. And since you guys are on here with me, maybe you'll give me some help. So I have this cute, and I'm just fuzzing them. Hi, baby. I have this cute little pickup truck with some hearts in the back. And I do have a truck cutout that I still need to do, you guys. Look at this. Isn't that cute? With a little pickup truck with that. And I need your help. So which one? I don't think I want to put it on the red. I'm afraid it might get lost, but I don't know. Maybe it would be better. So this is one. And then I have Love is in the Air. Ooh. And then I'm just putting fuzz on the back of them so they're not quite as sticky since they're going on these glass and the porcelain. They really like to hold on to it because it's sticky on the back. And then this one, crazy little thing called Love. So which one do you think I should put on which mug? I'd love to hear. Let me know your thoughts. See, this is the fun part for me. The white one, you think the truck on the white one? And I'm thinking I'm going to do, on the white one, I think I'm going to do red. I'm going to use the red on the white speckled one. Okay. Sounds good. I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Is that Shakwito? I don't know if I said that right. Did I say it right? Welcome. Yes, you like that too, Stacy? The pickup truck on here in red? All right, so love is in the air and crazy little thing called love. Which one should I put on which? The red and the clear. What do you think? In the air on red and pink chalk. So this one, think like that. And then crazy little thing like, okay. So we'll do that for now. We'll set those aside. And then I've got to decide, like I said, I might just use my little, because look at all that room on the back. Wouldn't that be cute? On the back of there or on the back of there. I don't know. I probably won't do it on all of them, but I'll do it on at least one of them. My little coffee mug with the heart. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our pickup truck. And I am actually going to put it here. I always struggle with trying to decide where to put it. Because if you put it here, that's what most people do. They put it here because you're drinking and you can see it, right? And I could put it on both sides, obviously. I could put it there, or I could just put it in the middle. I don't know. I guess typically it's here. The one thing you do want to make sure when you're looking for coffee mugs is in the middle, you think, make sure you don't get one that's coated like with a, what do they call it, like a powder coating. Don't get a coffee mug like that. You definitely want one that you can feel the porcelain or the glass or whatever. You want it to be a nice smooth surface. Because you're going to put this in the oven and heat set it after you've inked it. I don't know why my comment's there and then they go away. Middle. You think middle like that, son? All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. I picked something super easy and super fast because these take no time at all as far as the actual project itself. Now let me make sure I got that straight. I love that little pickup truck. It is adorable. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't take a lot of thought. And I'm just going to do, and I only do one color. When I do the ink, I only do the one color. See, I've already put my fingers all over it, but hopefully that's all I need. Okay, so this is our chalk ink. It is available it is permanent. It is available in my shop if you're interested. This color is Candy Apple Red. And I will use a squeegee. That's what we call the tool that we apply it with. I'm just going to use my squeegee to put it on. And it's going to be simple. I'm just making sure that I've pressed that down so that I get a good contact with my mug so that none of my ink tries to go through it. And with ink, you want to do a light coat. You don't want to do it heavy, and you only want to go in one direction. And then bam, bam, we're going to be done. And you cannot get... I'm telling you, buying and locating the mugs are the longest part of the whole process. Even just letting it sit in air drying, it's no big deal. I just set it out of the way, and then I come back up tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll put it in the oven, and I'll put it in the oven and let it sit overnight after it's only gone on for... Make sure you always have a wet cloth, wet wipe, something like that beside you. I'm using it to wipe off my squeegee, but also for your fingers because you don't want to get ink anywhere else. Ink is not as forgiving as chalk. Obviously, it's not going to be set until I heat set it, but that's why I have my apron on, is because I don't want to get it on my sweatshirt. But, and this is done. You can see how easy that was. And now I'm just going to pull the transfer off. And I forgot to put water in my spray bottle, so hopefully. How cute is that? How cute is that? Isn't it cute? Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside. I'm going to spray a little bit of water on it. Hopefully I have enough water in my spray bottle. Yeah, it's almost out. Just spray it, keep it moist until I get it to the sink to clean it. If you're doing these projects at your house, you want to try to clean them as soon as possible. So take it right to your sink. I'm going to set this over here out of the way so no one touches it, including myself. And we'll move on to the next one. Thank you. Okay, crazy little thing called love. I might even just try to find a little heart to put on the back side of this one. I think I'm going to do this one around this side on this clear one. I could do it in black, but I really don't. Do you think, what color should we do this one in? I did pull out my white. I also have a, I have black and I have a teal, and of course I have this berry. This pink is what I'm going to use on here, I suppose. Isn't that what you said, Sloan? Pink maybe on here too? So I wanted to show up. And it's going to look completely different on here than it is on here. And like I said, maybe I have a little heart. I'll probably look and see. Maybe I'll put one of those, that heart on the other side There was one that was just a heart on there. Now this one, I have to move it up just a little, and that's just because this glass is angled, whereas the last glass was pretty straight. But as you can see, this one kind of angles down. It's a little beveled. And the nice thing about our transfers is they're very flexible, so that you usually can work with a curved area. That's why I'm able to do it on canisters and glass and vases and wine. You can do it on wine glasses. You can do it on anything. Drinking glasses. I don't know why wine came to mind, but let's see. That looks pretty straight. And just make sure you have good contact where your words are, because you don't want it to bleed under. So that's what we're shooting for. All right, so let's do that. And then while I'm thinking of it, right quick, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. So there's a pretty heart right there. We could put that on the back. Do you think this heart or you and me on the back? We're gonna put crazy little thing called love there, and we're gonna put something on the back. See, this is more fun for me, guys. If you'll hit that heart button and say hi when you're popping on. The flower one, that is pretty, isn't it? We'll see if the hubby is intimidated by that. You know, he doesn't pay attention. And most of the time he goes for my favorite mugs. The ones that I'm like, no, don't use that one because that's my favorite and I care about it. And he's just rough. He can be rough with stuff. Am I right, Sloan? So I'm particular. And then he's like, I don't understand. What does it matter? I'm like, that's a girly one anyway. Why do you even want it? All right. And then I think that just fuels him even more because he's a teaser. He's a teaser. And he's trained his boys, even the grandson, to tease. All right. So anyway, how's your all's day gone? How's everybody doing? Has it been a good Tuesday? Especially after a lot of people had off yesterday, either because of snow or the holiday. Thanks for your help, Stacy. I'm going to try it. I think it's going to look good. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have used it. But I'm like, oh, I need a little something on the back. I'm sure today felt like a Monday for most people. First day of the week having to be back. Yes, I don't blame you. No classes. That's the best, right? That is the best. Snow days are the best. You guys are so lucky you got snow. We might actually get snow Friday and Saturday. We have snowflakes again on Friday and Saturday, and it sounds like this time over near Raleigh, we might actually get snow. We only got ice and then freezing rain this last time. So we are excited, especially the little guy. I've ordered him new snow boots. Lord willing, they'll be, hopefully, despite any delivery errors. They were supposed to have been here Sunday, and I haven't seen them yet. Hopefully, they'll be here tomorrow, and that way he'll be all set if it does snow. He'll be able to get out there. He hasn't had any snow yet this year. And even wore his pajamas inside out on Saturday night. Okay, there we go. All set. And I'm going to do it the same color on both sides. Like I said, this is the longest part. It's just getting things placed and deciding. I had already decided the colors, and that is actually a little easier for me because I only have a few of ink colors. So I don't have like a gazillion to choose from, and I'm not racking my brain trying to decide which color I want. So isn't that gorgeous? Look, it's all, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. I swear I didn't plan it, but look, it's almost about the same color as that. I love it. This is called Berry. It's appropriate. All right, let's go to it. See how easy this is, guys? I was so intimidated by ink when I first started learning about the product, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So our transfers can be used with chalk or ink, and people also use etching cream. All done. And you just do a thin layer. It goes on nice and smooth, and it's thinner than the chalk paste. The chalk paste is like yogurt or frosting consistency. The ink is a little thinner because it's supposed to be. So the biggest challenge is going to be not to mess up the other side while I'm doing this side. You can see it takes very little of the product. I already can tell I have a bend down here. I didn't make a good contact, but hopefully it'll still look right. If not, I'll figure out how to fix it before I heat set it. I can still work with it. I could actually wipe it all off and do it again if I wanted until I heat set it and make it permanent. With the chalk, that just air dries in about 5 minutes or so unless you speed it up. So you don't have to do anything special with chalk. It just hardens to the touch in about 5 minutes. All right, so there's that side. And that side. All right, let's see. See if you can tell. Can you see it? Got glare, and I'm trying not to drop it. Got glare. Oh, It's so hard with the ring light. You have to have it on because it's so dark, but I'm going to try really hard not to touch. This is the favorite. Peel and reveal. Can you see? A little better. There we go. There. Found a place that didn't have a glare. So there we go. See? You can see it through both sides now. All right. So I'm going to set that aside as well. And hopefully it doesn't get hit. I have to set it over there because I'm just afraid somebody's going to come in and hit it by accident. I'm just spraying water on them to keep them moist until I can get them to the sink. All right, and now this one. This honestly is one of my favorite mugs to yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. To do my own mugs out of, because it's so nice and big. There's a nice surface area to work with, and it just looks really nice. It's very complimentary to the mug itself, and then it's a nice big size. It feels hardy, like a solid mug, not hardy, solid. All right, so let me get this lined up, and I think I'm going to put my little heart mug on the back of this guy. So got that there. Okay, and we're going to use our berry again, right? And let's put our little guy there. Probably, let's see if I can get it about middle. Just for fun, because it's cute and I love it. And you'll notice I didn't fuzz that. I have used this transfer before, so it's sticky, but it's not like super duper sticky. So I'm not worried about it not coming off. And the reason we fuzz them is just so that when we go to pull it off of a surface like this, with it being porcelain or glass, anything like that, a lot of times it doesn't. I've got fuzz in my silk screen. Make sure you don't. We don't want it to distort the transfer when we go to pull it off, so that's why we fuzz it, guys. We want it to stick, but not be so sticky that it pulls it and like stretches it, because we want to reuse it, just like this example. And I'm just keeping the rest of that on there so that's what I'm going to put on the back. Okay, so let's do it. It's going to be one of my shorter lives. All right. And you'll notice I'm picking it right out of there, and anything that I don't use, I'm just put it right back in my jar. These are 3-ounce jars. They last a long time. The ink doesn't last as long as the chalk, but it still all lasts a long time. It's definitely worth it. We do not sell ink in the single package. You have to buy those in the jar, but you're going to want to do that anyway, because you're going to want to do more than one project, and it really doesn't cost that much. It's a good investment. What is that? That's interesting. I just got another color variation on there that I don't think I should have. Let's see what that is. Okay, live and learn. If I don't like it, I'll wipe it off. See that? There's a little streak of white, and I have no idea where that came from. If you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Hit that heart button. Ooh, I like it. What do you think? It's subtle. It's not super duper bright. I think it will brighten a little bit as it dries and then gets heat set, but isn't it pretty? I think that looks really nice on there. It looks so different than it does on the glass, doesn't it? It's amazing. It's amazing. And I just love it because every time I go to use one, I look at it and I'm like, I got to design that one. I made that one. It's just a good feeling. Okay, so let's do the back without messing up, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. I might have to take this off. I just don't want to mess it up. Make sure I have that connect. That is crooked as it can be. And that would bug me, for sure. For sure. All right, let's try this again. Maybe if I do it like this. And then press it down to make sure I got good contact. What did she say before I did? That it was crooked? Oh, or the pajamas. What'd she say, Sloan? Thank you. Oh, you got my same eye, huh? My mom was always marveled that I had such an eye for color. I could detect different shades, and I must have subconsciously done it. I don't even know. Who knows? Who knows? All right, now normally I tell you do not go 2 directions, but I just did, so hopefully that didn't make it messed up. I'll find out in a minute. It's kind of how my week's been going on already. Oh my gosh. See, I'm getting that ink everywhere. I guess it wouldn't matter with that color. If I get it on me, it's not going to show up. All right, let's see. Ooh, it's cute. Now, let's see if it's straight. Oh, it's not straight. I'm going to have to do it again. Look. Isn't it cute? Isn't that cute? It's not straight though. I think I'm gonna have to fix it. So what I would do, to show you guys right quick, so I think I can just do it, is since it's not heat set and it's not dry, I'm just gonna wipe it right off. See, comes right off, no big deal. I'm gonna dry it. I'm not even gonna do the alcohol wipe on it because, let's see if I can get this thing right. I'm not gonna do the alcohol wipe on it because it's already clean. I don't know if I can get this straight. Sometimes it's a little challenging. And I'm really trying. I'm going to show you how to fix mistakes. I'm really good at that. Not a problem. Let's try. I had to do this, my live on Saturday. I had several issues. All right, I think that's close. It's close. I'm going to let it be. Isn't that what the Beatles said? Let it be. Just let it be. Or Elsa, let it go. I don't know. One of the two. This thing is covered in ink. I've got it all over my screen too. But you see how easy that was to fix? I just wiped it off, replaced it. I didn't even have to wash my transfer just because the ink is thin and it doesn't dry quick into the silk screen. If it was chalk, it would have dried. I would have had to wash it and dry it before reusing it. And I'm just making sure I don't have any little lines in there, making sure it's a nice thin coat because I keep feeling like I'm getting a hair or line or something. All right, let's see if I did better this time. There we go. Ta-da! Very cute. I love that little mug. And then that one. Very cute. And that's it. So now all I'll do, I'll take my transfers to the sink and I'll wash them with cool water. I'll use my hand. I'll use a board eraser. You can use a sponge. You can even use a cleaning wipe. Not a baby wipe ever, but a cleaning wipe. I'm just going to get all I can get off of here because I don't know why I was so messy with it. Usually with mugs, I'm not as messy, but it is everywhere. So I'm just going to put it in there so I can get it clean. I'll wash all of that in the sink with cool water. Let the transfers, I'll use a board eraser to help me with those as well. You can use a sponge. Like I said, you can use a clean and wipe. You want to put it upside down, let it air dry. And then once it's done drying, you can put it back on its backer sheet. Make sure you put the sticky side to the glossy side. And it'll be all set and ready to reuse the next time you're ready to do a project. So that's it.